This is the Aaron
and Owen show.
We are your TCAP study guide. First episode was like, it was like crazy.
Took us. Do you remember how long it took us?
I think it took us like the whole day.
Yeah, just about.
It was weird. Talking on camera.
I don't know. It almost does something to you.
Yeah.
But after a while, I just got used to it, and the rest of them took like maybe an hour at the most.
We fly through them like with ease now. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
This is the Aaron
and Owen show. We are your
TCAP study guide. This is the Aaron
and Owen show. We are your
TCAP study guide. We are some TCAP prodigies. What are we doing today, Owen?
We're gonna go over flying over the passage. When we fly over the passage, first we're gonna read the questions so we know what we're looking for. Then
that way you're not confused later.
Yeah. Then you're just gonna read over the passage really quickly, basically just skim it. But remember the questions you read so you know what details you're looking for.
So you're saying I don't read the passage first?
Well, if you read the passage first, you don't necessarily know what details are important. But if you read the questions first, then you know what details are important and what you should remember when you're reading the passage.
That makes a lot of sense.
Remember, I've been through this before. Now remember, don't read the answers, just read the questions. That way when you skim over the passage, you know what details are important.
Okay. Alright, so let me roll this back. You said I'm to read the questions before I read the passage first. That way I know what I'm looking for, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. I think I can do that. This is the Aaron
and Owen show. We are your
TCAP study guide. We are some TCAP prodigies.
Same time.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really weird. I liked it after I saw it though, because it was a pretty good show, you know?
And
pretty good episode.
Yeah. It got better.
Oh yeah. Welcome back. This is the Aaron
and Owen show. Or was that too much?
We are some TCAP prodigies.
So Aaron, what are we going to talk about now?
Opening and ending sentences.
Well, when you're skimming over the paragraph, when you're skimming over the passage, you should pay attention to the beginning sentences and the ending sentences in each paragraph.
So what do you do in the middle of it?
Well, remember the middle parts of the paragraph are still important, but you also need to remember that the opening sentences and the ending sentences are important. So when you're flying over the passage, just remember that.
So why are the openings and endings so important?
Because those parts usually contain the most detail.
Okay. This is the Aaron
and Owen show. Or was that too much?
We are some TCAP prodigies.
What should we talk about? We need to find some like other things. No ponies, Aaron.
This is the Aaron
and Owen show.
We are your TCAP study guide. This is the Aaron
and Owen show. So Aaron, what are we going to be doing today?
We're going to be finding the keywords.
Keywords? Well, what are those?
Well, they're the most important words that are in the questions that you might take on your TCAP test.
Okay, well that makes sense, but could you give me an example?
Like number 10, for example. Which words help establish the 1800s time period of the poem? Keyword in that sentence would be 1800s because it's specifying a specific time. Well, sometimes keywords will be underlined in your TCAP questions.
Okay, well, can you show me one?
Yeah. All right, just like number 14, it's underlined first because it's in the first photograph. The caption under the first photograph helps the reader understand. It says the first. That's, giving you that information.
Okay, I get it now. So, Aaron, let me get this straight. When I'm reading a TCAP question, there will be words that contain the most information. Sometimes they'll be underlined, right?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Okay.
And I can use these words to help answer the questions correctly.
Yeah.
Is that good?
This is the Aaron
and Owen show.
We are your TCAP study guide. We went on the the state website for the Metro National Public Schools. We looked for the TCAP study guide, as we call it, and they actually had a PDF file that contained all the list of materials that it would be good to study on, for TCAP or whatever. So we took that, we read through it a couple of times, and then we picked out certain strategies that we thought that we related to the most when we were taking the TCAP test, and we put it in the shows because we think it might relate to other kids just like us, This is the Aaron
and Owen show.
We are your TCAP study guide.
So, Aaron, what are we going to be doing today?
We're going to be talking about your instincts.
Instincts? Well, what do those have to do with the test?
Well, your instincts usually tell you what's right and what's wrong. Using your first instincts doesn't mean go through the whole test guessing. I just want to kind of point that out right now.
Figure out what the question is asking you and answer confidently. It's usually going to be the right choice.
But when you're in doubt, go with your first instinct. Be confident about it. Pretty sure it'll be the right answer. This is the Aaron
and Owen show. We are your
TCAP study guide.
Well, instincts, what do those have to do with the test?
Well,
we just want to say that these aren't all the strategies.
Oh
yeah, there's way more because it's the official TCAP study guide. So we just picked out the ones that we thought worked best, things we used, things we knew worked, and we got those to you guys.
Okay, kids, I know it's Saturday, but we got work to do. There's a big game coming up, the biggest, and we've all got to get in shape.
Mom, there's a man here, and he wants us to study on a Saturday.
Okay, TCAPs are coming. 6 days of tests. Measuring stick we all use to see how our students at our schools are doing. I know it's still weeks away, but we have to get ready now, and we all have important parts to play. So what do you say?
Are you from my school?
Come on, people, let's get together on this. 1, 2, 3, TCAP! Okay, kids, you and Dad, get together, huddle up on a plan. Mom, you're coming with me. Okay, Mom, you're on offense. You need to be out in the field asking questions. You need to be bridging the gap between school and home. Been talking with the kids' teachers?
Yeah, we had conferences last semester.
Is that it? Nothing since then?
Well, I look at the kids' progress reports and report cards, and I saw Lily's practice TCAP.
That's a start. You gotta do more. Write this down. Call the teachers. Ask what's going well. Ask what's going not so well.
Am I looking for trouble spots?
And ways to help. You wanna know where your kids are having the most trouble.
Okay, I can handle that. And what about the testing itself?
That's why I put you on offense, Mom. Always right there with the right question. Yes, ask about the testing. Mainly you wanna know when, but also ask about the tests themselves, the subjects, any test-taking tips, any skills that might need reinforcing at home. What can you be doing to help out?
Okay, so I have trouble spots and tests. Is that it?
You're not getting off that easy. What are the kids like at home? What's the attitude situation?
You know, they're pretty good.
Trick question. It's irrelevant. You already know that. What can a teacher tell you that you don't already know? Play clock is up, Mom. What's it gonna be?
What they're like at school.
Yes. Are they paying attention? Do they drift? Can they focus? What can you be doing to help out at home? That's what you want to know.
Okay, I've got it.
Good, good. You'll do great. Don't sweat it. Just go out there, give it your all, and you'll do great. So what do you got?
Well, the kids have agreed to shut off the TV and the phone. So they can buckle down and study. I'm gonna run and block the distractions, and I will. I'll help them with their homework if they need it, and I'll ask them how school went every day.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll work hard. We promise. We want to do good.
Well, you're gonna do well. Is that it? Is that your plan? All right. Well, you're right. All those things are very important. And now flash forward. It's testing week. What are you gonna do? Come on, let's take a field trip. Where are we?
My bedroom.
What are we doing here?
Sleep.
Exactly. Why is that important?
Because if I sleep good, well, then I won't be tired the next day.
Dad, what's that mean for you?
I need to make sure they get a good night's sleep.
Pass complete. Let's move. Little lady, what are you doing here every morning?
I eat breakfast.
Yes, Dad.
They need a good breakfast every morning.
Exactly. Now, do you send a lunch or do they buy it at school?
Oh, they buy it. They get a good lunch every day.
Nice. You're in the red zone. Now, can anyone tell me why we're standing in your dirty garage?
Now wait a sec.
Dad, stay focused or you going straight to the bench. Why are we here? Do you drive the kids to school?
No, they ride the bus.
Well, point still stands. Make sure they hit that bus stop on time every morning. Don't miss the bus, kids. And you two need to be at school on time with plenty of time to prepare, be settled, and ready to take tests. No dilly-dallying. Got it?
Got it.
Touchdown. Let's go find your mother. Okay, let's go over this again. Mom.
I'm going to call the kids' teachers and find out about any trouble spots, also about classroom behaviors and attitudes, and I'll find out the test schedule.
Great. And don't be stingy with the praise. If the kids are doing well, let them know. Dad.
I need to help them with their homework and block distractions and ask them about their schoolwork every day. Also, I need to be sure they get a good breakfast and get to school on time.
Nice. Kids.
Yeah, I'll work hard. I'll do my best to review my notes and homework before the test.
Yeah, me too. If I'm having trouble in class, I'll ask my teacher. I'll also listen in class. I'll make sure to do my best.
Okay, kids, that's great. You're the quarterbacks. You're calling the plays. Ultimately, it's up to you. Can you handle it?
I won't let you down, Coach.
Me neither.
Kids, you're gonna go far. Now, if you excuse me, I have a lot more work to do. Can you tell me if your neighbors are home?
Oh, hey, didn't notice you there. This is the
It's the Aaron
and Owen show. We are your.
Tcap Study Guys.
Okay, we gotta try that again. That wasn't very, like,
It wasn't all.
that was off.
This is the Aaron.
And Owen show.
We are your Tcap Study Guide.
So, Aaron, what are we doing today?
We're going to be using context clues.
Context clues? Well, what are context clues?
Well, have you ever had a sentence where someone put in a word where you didn't understand what it meant?
Yeah.
Well, using context clues, we can figure out that word.
Okay. That's cool. Can you give me an example?
Sure. Look behind you. Do you know what that word means?
I have no idea.
Let's see it in a sentence then. What about now?
I think I'm starting to get an idea.
The loquacious student was always in trouble for not listening in class. Okay, let's see some possible answers.
Well, maybe we'll just fit some of these answers in and see if they make sense.
Okay. Would it be A, happy? Would it be B, friendly? Would it be C, brother? Or would it be D, talkative? Using context clues, you would be able to figure that out easily.
D seems to make sense. The
Talkative
student.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct. You just learned how to use context clues. This is the Aaron
And Owen Show. We are your
Tcap study guide. Oh, hi.
Go.
This is the Aaron
And Owen Show. We are your
Tcap study guide.
Good. One more time. It's our last time we're doing this one. Except try and cut in sooner this time.
So okay, that's Aaron. And that's Owen. Is that how it is, Owen? Or
Oh no.
this is the Aaron
And Owen Show.
We are your Tcap study guide. Today we have a very special guest.
His name is Fred Carr, and he is Dr. Register's right-hand man.
Yeah.
Hey Aaron, hey Owen, thanks for having me on today.
It's nice to see you again, and what are we going to be doing today, Mr. Carr?
Today I'd like to talk about strategy number 13, understanding the intimidation factor of Tcap. Focus on what the questions are asking you. If the passage is unfamiliar, look at the questions and look what's in the passage to find the answer. Don't be afraid if the content is unfamiliar to you. Be confident and don't let these Tcap bullies intimidate you.
I'm not afraid of those Tcap bullies. Remember, I've been through this before.
So what you saying, Mr. Carr? If I'm reading something that I'm unfamiliar with, just go ahead and read the questions and be confident about what I'm reading?
You can read the questions before the passage and then find the answer in the passage, and that is one strategy to be able to find the answer. Again, don't be intimidated if you don't understand the entire passage. You're looking for the answer to the question. Focus on what the questions are asking you. If the passage is unfamiliar, look at the questions and look what's in the passage to find the answer. Don't be afraid if the content is unfamiliar to you. Be confident and don't let these Tcap bullies intimidate you.
Thanks, Mr. Carr.
Thank you, Mr. Carr.
Great job.
On a nice show, that's good.
I'd like to encourage everyone to keep watching the Aaron and Owen's show and the tips that are here because they work.
Fred Carr, are you happy about this?
Yeah.
Are you happy about this?
Yeah, I'm happy.
No, you're not.
Yes,
you
I
are.
am.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Yes.
Tcap Prodigies.
Tcap Prodigies.
Fred Carr. Right hand man. The Aaron
And Owen Show. We are your
Tcap study guide.
Perfect. Yes, that's good. Okay, I think we're good. How many? That was 4 for sure.
This is the Aaron
And Owen Show.
We are your Tcap study guide.
Okay, before we start, I just want to introduce our cameraman, Gerardo. Come on out, Gerardo.
What we're gonna be talking about today? Huh?
Okay, well today we're going to be talking about factually correct, but actually wrong. Now I'm going to go ahead and say this is kind of hard to explain, so we're going to pull up an example here. Okay, here's our example. Which of the following activities is more common in urban communities than in suburban communities? F, farming the land. G, shopping in malls. H, using public transportation. Or J, building building on undeveloped land. Which one?
Well, shopping in malls seems like it'd be right.
Well, first let's get rid of the ones that we know it's not. We know it's not farming the land because it's in a city. And we know it's not building on undeveloped land because most of the land in cities is already developed. So here's our two, G and H. And you're right, G does look like a good answer. But just because you live in the city doesn't mean that you shop in malls all the time. But people use public transportation every day. So the answer would be H.
Oh, okay, cool. I understand that.
Okay. Let's bring our cameraman out one more time. Get up to Gerardo.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, don't you want to say it again since it went like that?
No, I think we're good. I mean, because he chops it up really well. Okay, do you think that's it? Okay, yeah, I think that's good. So.
This is the Aaron
And Owen show.
We're at Aiken Elementary School.
And today we're going to show you some exercises. So let's go. So, what are we going to see today?
Well, I'm going to try to show how to do some exercises in the classroom so teachers can do this with the kids, like maybe between tests that they have to take. Today we're going to take a few minutes out of your working time to get our minds and bodies flowing, so we'll be able to sit back down and do more work. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, don't be late. 9, 10, let's do it again. We're gonna go 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, don't be late. 9, 10, let's do it again. Go backwards. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, don't be late. 9, 10, don't do them again. No, sorry. Touch your toes. And reach up high. Stretch it out. And touch your toes. And reach up. And cross your legs. And reach down. Oh, it feels so good to stretch. And let's do a little old Mr. French fry. All right? Old Mr. French fry sitting on a bench, trying to make $1 out of 75 cents. He missed, he missed, he missed like this. All right, let's do rocket. Try to go straight up, because we're in the classroom. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is the Aaron
And Owen show. We are your
Tcap study guide. We are some Tcap prodigies.
But one more game that really will get your heart rates going, and it is called foot fire.
Yay!
Now, as the temperature gets higher, your feet go faster. As the temperature drops, it gets a little slower. Okay? So, I am going to turn the oven on to warm. We're just going to warm it up. And you got to be on what I call the balls of your feet. You don't want to hear any stomping. I need to get to bed so I can get up and teach school the next morning. I better turn my oven on up to about 300. Oh. You can't go through. Yes, but I gotta really get another. Oh, let's go to 450. Oh. 300, good night, right there. Going down 200. Going down 100. I'll put it on warm. I'm gonna step back a little bit and look in.
Ready?
All right,
Go.
Welcome to the Aaron and
Owen Show.
So try one more time, but you looked up at Norman. Keep your eyes over there. Yeah.
And then after you do this, say, I'm Aaron, and you say, I'm Owen.
Okay.
Okay, do it.
welcome to the Aaron
And Owen Show. I'm Aaron.
Guilty.
Yeah, do you want to do that? I'm Aaron. But you know your feed goes to Aaron and Owen.
You're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
It's redundant. No, okay, and then you're going to do that and then go right into it. So they got some music, like them all.
Oh, you already know.
building and
You already
stuff.
know. We got all that. We're going to
So then
run
they're
all of that.
Taking a
And
Tcap and
split.
okay.
Right, all of
So
that.
after this, we got to do the intro band.
Right. Sing
Sipping
the
some-
vodka.
That's where we
this
need to
vodka.
read like 100
We need to
dinosaurs
take a
and stuff.
test. Vodka.